What's up, Internet? Check out this Mitsubishi Delica that we've been working on. We've been working from the ground up to get it to this point. Let's check it out. It is a 1990 with the 4D 5.6 turbo diesel engine. And this particular starwagon is special to us because this is the van that started the shop. Big thanks to Ben, the owner, for trusting us with this when we had nothing. And since then, we've been pouring our heart and soul into this van and taking it to the max. If you go back to season 1, episode 3, there's this walk around of it, so I won't spend too much time on it. Pretty much stock inside. From a US perspective, there's a ton of these cool things like all of the Japanese writing, all of the 90s dials and gauges, swivel seats, complete lack of safety by modern standards. And let's not forget, this is 30 years old, so the first thing you're gonna have to do is tear this thing down to the bone. For us, that meant the entire front cover came off, timing belts, balance shaft, seals, the works. And if you want a van this cool, you need to be absolutely certain that you have resources like these. For example, the seal spacer got destroyed when somebody tried to take the seal out with the drywall screw, and that's why it leaked even with the replaced seal. So you're either going to have to make it or wait with the van completely apart until you can get it. Keep in mind, you don't just walk down to the dealership and pick one up at the parts counter. This is a foreign vehicle, so you might have to wait for an international shipment. And then you start putting it back together. So for us, it's just easier to make it. And I hope you like puzzles because there's going to be 30 years of people messing with this thing. And if you go with aftermarket replacement parts, expect nothing to work. Couple more examples. Here we had to rebend our InterCooler line because it was hitting the diff, and then we noticed the shroud was cracked last minute, so while we were waiting for the new one, we had to fix the old one. And hopefully you stick with it and persistence will pay off because, man, look at this single battery, all nice and clean, custom radiator, perfect. It takes a lot of time and commitment to make things look this clean. We are out here in the beautiful Arizona desert in the middle of a saguaro stand. Look at how beautiful this is. Everything is so green. It's like an Alaskan summer. It's something like 65, 70 degrees. Pretty cold at night still, but right behind us is this pretty long slope, probably 2 or 3 miles, 6% grade. And that's what we're doing, is just trying to get a feel for where we are with our temperatures and how much this thing could safely, easily take. And then we're going to roll that feedback back into the intercooler design. That's right, Internet. We cracked the case. The Delica has an intercooler, and we're doing everything we can to make this available for all of you. Not only did we do it, but we did it with all 2.5-inch piping, including the intercooler, and with an aftermarket radiator, and while keeping the air conditioning. Trust me, I understand not everybody wants to go off the deep end and start installing custom stainless steel intake manifolds. But like I said, this project is extremely special to us. That's why we were willing to make the investment, and hopefully we'll leverage those learnings in building a kit for everybody. Alright, starting from bone stock, here's what the charge pipes and intake look like. You can see off the turbo is a connector pipe into an elbow that dumps straight into the stock intake manifold. And if you don't want to replace your intake manifold, all we do is redirect the turbo outlet to the intercooler and then bring it back and dump it right back into the stock intake. So of course the trick then is to get it down underneath the truck, where you could mount an intercooler and then weld up all your brackets, tabs, end tanks, all that stuff to get it in. Let's take the opportunity to check out this stock intake manifold that we're about to cut up. On this one, the blow-off valve is cracked, so we're going to cut it off. And then because you don't want sharp edges or U-turns, then grind it down before we weld a cap on it. Just to show that even inside the stock intake manifold is only about 1.25 inches in diameter. So with our intercooler, there's really no point in going any bigger than 2-inch piping. This intake's going to be the choke point. And then of course you can only go so big with the intercooler. Here's some views of the stock AC lines on one side, the power steering lines on the other. And then of course it takes a lot of commitment and work to get all the lines to look this clean. Alright, so if you go to owlclaw.org, go through the motions, products, buy OEM. You could either hit Mitsubishi or click directly on the intercooler kit if it pops up. Everything we've talked about up until now is what you get in a stage 1 kit. 2-inch piping to be used with the stock intake manifold, plus all the stuff to mount it and make it work. Stage 2 is pretty much the same except with 2.5-inch piping, so it slows down your velocities and gives it a little more time, makes the intercooler a little bit more efficient. But did we mention that there's a stage 3? Bag some extra groceries, increase the limits on those credit cards, because this is coming down the pipe and is going to be available on that very same site. I'm so sorry to say though that this stage 3 kit crosses the line of what I would consider as a DIY project. There is a lot involved and it's going to be a lot of work, but if your van is as special as ours, this is worth it. So right off the bat you can see that we reverse the flow through the intercooler. We have to mine the turbo inlet and outlet, and immediately forward of the intake manifold is your power steering pump, the frame, the radiator, everything. And here's the secret sauce on our truck, how we were able to keep everything with 2.5-inch piping and that custom intake. We chose to clearance this panel, which I call the hood. For good measure, let's roll through that quick from the beginning. Pretty basic. All you do is if it touches or it's in the way, you cut it out. And here's what that looks like. And in our case, we actually tilted the e-brake and the fuel door to give us even a little bit more room. A little bit tricky here because it's actually a double layer panel, but in the end all you're really doing is welding in bigger diameter pipe in order to make that clearance. And with all the stuff reattached, here's what it looks like. We're just going to take a couple minutes to enjoy this campsite. I think we nailed it. We're right at the foot of the mountains on this side. We got a saguaro stand, we got a hobo fireplace. Only thing left to do is come back here at night and get some time lapses of the stars with this starwagon. So one of the big things that makes this possible is this Just Race Parts 14-in-1 dash kit. Really liking this thing because it has EGT, boost, and wideband O2 all in one gauge. Super cool. There's a bunch of other things 14-in-1, and you can add on, you can add gauges, it's CAN bus. It is really cool. Kind of like a Motac or Racewire or Holly, but instead of being 10,000 US dollars, it's about 1,000 US dollars for the full setup. Super cool. I'm so excited. We're probably going to put this thing into a few vehicles just because they make it so easy to do. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We got a couple of the gauges in. We have the boost gauge, we have EGT, as we're hitting these long grades at mid temperatures just to see where we're at. Anyway, let's get out on the trail and see if we can get this turbo to spool, and then on the way out we're going to send it up this hill and see what it can do. Big thanks to Ben, the owner, for trusting us to cut this thing up. Stay tuned for progress. If you want one of these, hit the website. Nothing's perfect, but we're looking for partners to help hone these for all the different vehicles, for all the different variations. We'll work with you. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.